What is up, conscious weirdos? I hope you are well, my kindred. I have an interesting story I just want to have record of. I want to share. I'm not a fan of allopathic medicine. I don't like going to the hospital. I don't like going to doctors. Unfortunately, I'm dealing with a very painful issue. I was referred to a surgical specialist in the hospital, so I had to go. Immediately, I was accosted with a infrared temperature gun towards my forehead. And, I did the bob and weave. I was like, no, you're not doing that to me. Like, you're not pointing that at my fucking brain. But I didn't say that. I didn't say fucking. I was very kind. I'm just going to lay that out. I was very kind during this whole interaction. So I held up my wrist and I said, you can do it on my wrist. And she was like, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. It has to be on your forehead. And I was like, well, my doctor's office did it on my wrist. And she says, well, I don't know where your doctor's office is at. And I was like, well, what does that have anything to do with anything? Like, what do you mean? It's in town. Like, anyway, it's like, you're not pointing that at my head. And so we sat there for a second and I was telling her, you're breaking the law by refusing me medical service right now for this. And, because she was just saying, like, you're not going to enter the building unless I can take your temperature on your forehead. And so next thing I know, there is a guard came and stood next to me. It was quite intimidating. And I'm standing here like, there's no guard necessary, okay? And I'm almost certain he was armed. There's a fucking armed guard next to me for my refusal to not have my temperature taken on my forehead. And of course, I'm standing in my place. I said, you're not doing that, and you're breaking the law by doing this. And she said, well, you're going to have to take that up with the governor. I was like, is that all you got? Is that all you got right now? Good God. You could hear a fucking pin drop in this place, okay? Like, the whole hallway and the whole patient registration area was just like, everybody stopped to look to see what was going on. Of course, I couldn't see their mouths, because they were all muzzled up. I wasn't wearing a muzzle. She didn't have anything to say about that. She did not force me to wear a mask. Wasn't forcing me to wear a mask, but was very persistent about wanting to take my temperature on my forehead. I'm sitting here thinking, like, first of all, if it's possible for someone to be asymptomatic for this COVID bullshit, what does taking my temperature do any good? How does that do any good? I don't know. I left the building, of course, because I won't comply to this bullshit. I'm not complying to this bullshit, no matter how petty anybody thinks I'm being. You're not pointing some infrared bullshit at my brain. It's just not gonna happen. Not happening. I was pretty pissed off when I went outside, and I'm very proud of myself for doing that. It was very intimidating, especially to have a guard standing next to me to intimidate me. I went outside and called the doctor's office and left a message. Said, I'm sorry, I can't make my appointment because they're not letting me in the building due to this and this and this. I don't care how petty I look. You're not pointing your infrared shit at my brain. Not happening. It really made me think about all these children going to school or people going to work having to have their temperature taken every single day. Get some infrared bullshit right here. No. It's fucked up. This is so fucked up. I mean, I'm taking what happened as a clear sign. Well, I was taking what happened as a clear sign that I shouldn't be there. However, I got a call probably about 20 minutes ago from the nurse in the doctor's office, and she said, I got your message, and she pretty much told me that what that person did at the door was uncalled for, and that she's going to get to the bottom of it. I was not expecting that. Totally not expecting that. She was very kind. She did ask me for her own personal knowledge why I didn't want to do that. Why I didn't want that shit pointed at my head. And I told her, like, I don't want infrared pointed at my brain. She was very kind about it and rescheduled the appointment for me next week. And told me that she would have that issue taken care of at the door. Of course, I got the name of the woman who wouldn't let me in. Of course. Oh, what are you doing? Mew Mew. Look at this cat, I swear. What are you doing? She's gonna jump on my head. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Can't wait till this is over. And I'm not talking about COVID. I'm talking about this broken fucking system falling apart. I'm talking about Big Pharma doing nothing but treating symptoms and never creating cures. Creating customers and not cures. I'm over it. Oh boy. Oh. Well, it just wouldn't be a pretty sunset without some lovely poison in the air. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Lovely. Be well. Keep your spirits high. Always stand in your truth. Always stand in your truth. I know what my heart is telling me. I know what my intuition is telling me. I know what research is telling me. Real research. Not the fucking news. Not those part of the agenda. Oh no. Be well.